you have ever witnessed when you were in the same class with someone and you shared an idea with the person, and the person was not like, that's a rubbish idea, it will not work. And maybe 3 to 4 months or a year after, you now saw the person executing the same idea you shared, he or she said is rubbish, then this series is for you. Hi, my name is Mrs. 𝗟𝗏𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗪, and I welcome you into another episode of Life Unscripted. In Life Unscripted, I share how you can become a student for life beyond or school structure so you can be able to achieve optimum and sustainable success. In that light, we are building global champions. We are teaching them to build the audacity to actually do the business of their calling without paying attention to societal opinion or being a slave to society, all right, or media influences. So in light of that, our major is to help you when you are growing that audacity so you can be able to lead, set, grow, and be promoted. Every single thing you do, you achieve optimum and sustainable success. So today, there is this another front. They are the OVERSABI. They too, they do. You too do. We've heard that a whole lot of time. And I want to be able to help you address that day as a student, because your perception about things shows your level of mindset and as well how you interpret life. So if it is your first time on my channel, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get a notification drops. If it is your first time on Facebook or Instagram, what are you waiting for? Hit that follow button, because the value we share here is not something that you just understand once. Sometimes you just need to eat over and over again to understand the depth. And it also helps you to connect with me better, and I connect with you, even while you associate with me in the comments or in my DM. All right? Amazing. So going into the business of it, I want to share with you, if you have the analogy or the perception that front seaters are the OVERSABI. What do I mean by OVERSABI? OVERSABI is that particular slogan that is used for people who to do. They are used for people who do a lot, who do more than themselves, who show themselves more than usual. Of course, people say that to be able to use those condescending words to not allow people to perform to their height or unleash their full potential. Because one of the critical things that helps you make that statement is what I call inferiority complex. And for people who always love to massage their comfort zones, that's why they say that. Now I'm going to tell you my own part of the story. What made me a front seater was not because I love the front seat, actually because I developed eye issue. I stopped seeing the board clearly when I was in JSS second term. And so from that moment, I had to make friends with front seaters so I can be able to see the board clearly and not be striving with their writing something I will not have to copy from the other person. So because of that, I led sitting in front with those my friends, because there is a seat here and there is a neighbor, right? They used to merge us in twos. So when I come, I sit in their middle. So they just give a little space so that my small bonbon will end. And so at that particular period, I started staying in front because I ran away. I didn't want to wear glasses for anything. I didn't like the idea. When I now went there, one thing I realized is that I started paying more attention because I don't want to sleep. Because if you sleep, and the day of judgment, because there is a particular day that they will say, okay, comment on her. They say she sleeps a lot. You wouldn't want to hear that. And at the end of the day, they might give you funny name in secondary school now. So at the end of the day, because of those things, I sat up, I started paying more attention, I started seeing the board clearly. Beyond that, I saw the teacher clearly, different teachers that comes in subjects as they teach. And it's also made me to sit upright and cover my legs and sit like a girl, so that if the teacher bends down to actually pick chalk, he or she may not mistakenly start saying things, that kind of thing. Right. So, and over time, consistently, these things happen because I was running away from classes, and it was eye issue that led me to the front seat. And over time, obeying the law of compound effect, even when I did not know it, I saw that the rate at which I look at people eyeball to eyeball to have conversation with them has improved. I'm not afraid of anything because I'm always on the spotlight. I'm always on the front to be able to see things clearly for myself, pay attention. And I now saw that my attention span improved, my commitment to learn and act improved. And there is a lot of things that happen to me, and it helps boost my confidence because the moment you realize, I saw that one thing that helps us to stay in that back seat. It's not just because of eye problem like myself. It's because we lack the confidence. We don't want to be asked questions. We want to stay in our comfort zone where we can do anything we want. But when it is time for party, when it is time for other activities that does not concern personal education, have you noticed that you want to stay in front so that no one will block you? Is it really about being a front seater or what your priority is per time? So most of the time we run away from things that could have helped us build confidence. It might be that because you have eye problem, it's setting you up for the spotlight. It might necessarily not be because you have eye issue. It might be because you don't know how to sit well. But you need those particular things based on that position to keep you accountable to sit up on your life and pay more attention. Now I'm more conscious of the way I'm sitting, and it makes me more elegant. I'm more conscious of the way I address myself because I know that in front seat, I'm always on the spotlight. And that's why, even in today's event, even as you have said those things during school system, now we have different conferences. Anytime you go very early to conferences, you also go to the back seat. Who are you those seats for? You will now see so many people that came late come and sit in front. And when great things are even happening and they need to share something, they will start from that front, whereas you are behind. And you came early. You are not able to watch people eyeball to eyeball, to be able to grab the remnants of their thought process closely on a closer look so you can see clearly where they are drawing out from. You can see their neural pattern and how they are flowing in conversation. You are complaining you don't know how to do public speaking and all of that, but you are not following closely. There is this beauty of following closely. Come close. Success is not far from you. You just need to come close. Sometimes, even when they give you platform or give you a role, no, I cannot do it. So you're looking for a place for a comfort zone because you have not decided to bring yourself in the front seat. See, I always call myself a first class. It's not because of paper or A4 paper I write the school gave me. It is because I'm a first class as a person. And it was because of my eye problem that made me to come into the front seat. For you, it may not be eye problem. What is that challenge that you are undergoing now that is going to enable you come to the front seat so that you will not be exhibiting inferiority complex without your consent and showing your level of esteem that is so very unnecessary? So today is the time for you to understand that confidence is all you need. You even know a lot of things, but because you lack confidence, you're not able to even say that which you know. And if you have, most of the time, you know the answer, but because you did not answer it, someone else will answer it, and they gift the person something that could have been yours. And you say, hey, and I even answered it in my mind. Now is the time for you to voice out. And that is why Confident Global Champions is here. You need to come to the front seat. Nothing is happening behind. I'm telling you. If you are always behind, we will leave you behind. And so this is the time for you to come to the front seat. Forget those analogies. They are the overseer. It's better because success speed. Come in front. See things closely. Stay with your mentors closely. If you don't know how to do that, and unleash your confidence to have conversations eyeball to eyeball, open, honest conversation, even for that your collaboration that is about to collapse, it is time for you to unleash your confidence, to let us know, to find expression with the vision that you have seen. You need those things. It is not because you are not promoted. You are too silent and you are ignored. You are too silent and you ignored. And that is why you need to be in a position whereby you cannot be ignored again. It is time for you to unleash your confidence. And that is the best time to type CGC in the comment section. Or you hit the link in the description of my channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that link on my bio as well as Instagram. Of course, do that. Let's have conversation and change the dynamics of this thing. Success is not far from you. You need to come close. If you need to come to the front seat, so be it. Even right now, as content creators, the places that you see, it puts you on a spot to cap a very good content, a picture content that helps you portray your ideas in the social media space. What are you? It is time to come to the spotlight. And the best way is to build your confidence. It is the best way to come to the front seat. There is nothing happening in the dark, because you are light, as the word of God have said. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you. So you stop the analogy and the perspective of front seats being the oversabi, people who know more, people who are trying to position themselves as though they know more than God itself. It's time you stop all those unhealthy, toxic talks and come into the space whereby you experience life for what it is and enjoy the process of your becoming. I can't wait to share your testimony to the world. While you type CGC in the comment section, or click the link around this video to be able to find your way into the spaces that will help you unleash unshakable confidence. I can't wait to be able to hear from you. Don't forget that life is unscripted. It only takes your audacity to pick up a pen and a paper to write your script, because there are defining moments and there are redefining, and it's time for you to live the life you are proud of and not the one people recommend. Till then, I am going to see you in the next episode. I still remain your friend and your go-to-get entrepreneur, founder of the Confidence Global Champions Network, Mrs. 𝗟𝗂𝗦𝗃𝗧𝗔. And until I see you on the other episode, I love you and I can't wait for you to unleash your full capacity and find expression with unshakable confidence. See you on the inside. Bye for now.